Hey guys, what's up? It's Geoffrey Vernon here, and this is my first video for this new channel. It's not really a tutorial as much as it is a overview of Apple's new Logic Pro 10. A lot of people say Logic Pro X, but X is a Roman numeral for 10, so I just say 10. But it does look nice, obviously, because it is part of the X series, I guess you would say. So here's Logic 10. As you can see, it's an amazing interface. This is just a quick overview, by the way. Later this week, I'm going to go ahead and do a full overview. This is just basically run through of the interface, some of the new features, and just to show you some of the updates and stuff. So one of the first thing you'll notice is the new advanced, or whatever you want to call it, design. And this, you know, it's a powerful new interface. You know, it's just really makes it simple for musicians and composers and producers, or excuse me, whoever you are, to have complete creative control, and more control than you ever have. You know, simple controls, all the functions up at the top. Everything is just so simple. It's quick. It's easy to access. Everything is easy to access, easy to learn, everything. And I personally feel like Apple has done an amazing job, and none of the professional workflow has been you know, thrown away. You know, it's definitely still for professionals. You know, it really is a smarter way to work. The new look, the new options, and since it's Logic, you can still work the way that you have before. You know, whether you're just exploring ideas or recording, it's just everything is phenomenal. So we'll just start with a few of the things up top, just a brief overview. This is your library, you know, everything before: bass, drum kits, arpeggiators, stuff like that. Just pretty much your sample libraries that come standard in Logic. And again, if you feel like this is taking up too much screen real estate, you can, you know, always minimize it, or, you know, completely get away with it, or get rid of it, sorry. The next one is the inspector. So let's say you want to, you know, where your channel strips are. Are they gone? Well, it's right here, the inspector. The next one is the toolbar. And I don't ever really use this, because I just use my short keys and my mouse, or the Logic Remote app, which is phenomenal. You have to try it if you have an iPad. So that kind of stays closed. The next one is Quick Help. And the thing about Quick Help is if you notice, if you roll over pretty much anything in Logic, it tells you what it is. So let's roll over the record button. Record the selected track, or to record multiple record enabled tracks. Solo button tells you everything that pretty much is, and you can turn Quick Help on and off right there. The next one is Smart Controls, and what that is if you're recording and you have a plugin up and you don't want that plugin over here. Let's say we'll just go ahead and pull up the new electric piano, right? And you don't want it on the screen. Let's say the electric piano, I guess. You don't want this on the screen because it takes too much space. Well, Smart Controls, and this works with third-party plugins too, and sample libraries and stuff. Smart Controls gives you pretty much just the basic controls needed for that thing, like treble, or bell volume, or drive. So you can add drive, for example. Let's turn that up. Let's give some more drive. say you want some more bass and not as much drive. Turn that down. So Smart Controls is phenomenal, and you know, it changes with whatever plugin you're using or third-party plugins, and it gives you the look. You know, like this one. You can detune it. I really don't know what Klopfgeist is. I guess I'll get into that in the full overview. But that's what Smart Controls is. Just gives you the controls that are basically needed. The next one is the mixer. It's just, and the mixer is phenomenal now. It just looks so much better and cleaner than it did before. And I will say that I've been using Logic 10 for probably about 2 days now. And oh my god. Logic 9 looks so old school to me now. So I'm already getting used to it. That's how fast you can get used to it. So that's the mixer. The next one is just your editor. I guess that's what they call it. Which is pretty much, yeah, editors. Which is piano roll. The amazing new score editor. And in fact, let me record you something right now so you can see the new score editor. Because it's just so much better than before. Just realized something. Make sure you have an instrument plugged in. We'll go ahead and do, let's see. We'll just do, let's see, let's go over here. We'll just use a Yamaha grand piano. Take a second for it to load here. Okay. So that, we'll just close that. We'll just record some piano stuff for you. So that's recorded. We'll double click this and it brings up the MIDI window or piano roll, which looks amazing now. It's just phenomenal. And the thing that I like about Logic 10, it colors the tracks for you too. The score editor is so much more user friendly. We'll go into, let's see, page view. It just looks so much better than it has done before. You know, the score editor has really been enhanced to improve visibility and functionality. It's a new track-based design. You know, it's just easier to see and edit notes, obviously. So, just... there's just so much more, you know. Tab symbols for string bends and is just phenomenal now. So that's that. You know, here's your transport controls: forward, back, stop, play, record. You know, I just use short keys for that too. This one is cycle, just cycles back and forth. This one is obviously your tuner, which is amazing. We'll get into that in the full review or overview. Replace, solo, count in, and click, which determines if your click track is going at all times or not. Here's your volume, and I seriously would leave the volume at 0 right here, your main volume, because with your luck and with my luck, you would seriously like bounce the session. It'd be like -20 volume or something. So just leave that at 0. The next one is list editors, which is just your notes in your session. It's just your notes, stuff like that. Markers, if you've got any markers, your tempos, if you have any tempo changes or not, and your signature, which is not C major, but I never mess with that. The next one is your notepads, is notes. If you take any notes, I guess. I don't really ever do that. The next one is, you guessed it, loops, because there's a loop there. Oh, there is loops in here. And they're snappier, like they go right away. I don't know what I'm doing, but there's your Apple loops. And this one I don't quite get. You know, there's your project audio, your audio bin, in all files and stuff. And I don't really get this one because I don't know what composer would be going into iTunes or Final Cut and iMovie and stuff. I mean, I don't do that. I don't know what band would really do that. And Nick Murray, for this quick overview was not so quick, I guess. But Nick Murray for Switch Trailer Music had also mentioned something about that. You know, and here's your region. Obviously, you can mute stuff or loop it, quantize, just everything that you had before. The icons now are a little bit different than they were before. A lot of people don't like them, but I obviously, you know, I honestly like them. So, you know, MIDI channel, pre-fader, source only, stuff like that. That's a new view. You know, when you bring a plugin in, it's got this little power button right here, to where you can turn it on or off. So that just pretty much bypasses it. Off, on, right? So you can either turn it off, or this brings up the plugin and closes it. No more double clicking, just one click to open, one click to close. And to change the instruments, you just drop that down and you can choose something like their new retro synth, which I'll cover, obviously. As you can tell, I like the E minor. It's just amazing. You know, all of your effects. Oh, like channel EQ, compressor, and once again, same thing. Your buses, stuff like that. MIDI effects. I'll go into more depth over these later, but the MIDI effects are so amazing. Like I said, this is a quick overview. Like the arpeggiator is just a phenomenal. It's just amazing. And the arpeggiator works with any plugin. So that's up. This is down. This is up and down, I guess. I don't know what this one is, I guess. Pretty cool. I guess this is randomized. I don't know what this one is. Yeah, whatever. So that's the arpeggiator. I guess I'll go over these. Chord trigger. From my understanding, you just play one note and it plays a whole chord for you, I guess. So, and I'm guessing learn. If I click that, it'll learn a chord or something, I guess. So, let's see. yeah, it's pretty cool. The modifier is pretty awesome. I really don't know what that, you know, just... It just sounds like some sort of modulation. So yeah, I get, you know, like I said, I'll go over everything full in depth in the next video. This is just kind of a quick overview, but as you can see, you know, the new Logic is so easy to navigate, and you know, I'll go ahead and close this real quick. And new, when you open Logic for the first time, you're presented with this beautiful screen. You can choose software instrument, audio, the new drummer, which I will definitely cover that, and that's amazing, external MIDI, and guitar or bass. Which the new amps and everything are amazing. And a new highlight of Logic, before I move forward, you can easily export to SoundCloud, iTunes, and Final Cut Pro, which I don't know how many people would export right to SoundCloud, because I personally like listening to the track first before I do that. You know, the drummer, the drum kit designer, the bass amp designer, which is brand new. It's got new pedal board stomp boxes for guitarists, vintage keyboards. It's just amazing. Flex pitch, the smart controls, the new sound library and loops, and, you know, Logic Remote is phenomenal. So that's pretty much it. This is a quick overview, and when I do my full overview, I'll kind of try to not cover everything that I did in this video, but if somebody wants me to recover everything, just comment below, I guess. So yeah, this has been a quick overview of Logic 10, and for my first video on this new channel, and I hope I haven't bored you guys to death. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.